Eto. Rinig mo na ako. Eto. Rinig mo na ako. Rinig mo na ako. Oh, sige. Wait, imimit ko tong isa nakalat ang sound. Beautiful voice. Sige. Oh, I am heard. Okay. Rinig pa rin ako. Parang nawala yung live. Okay. Rinig pag ako. Ay siya, sige. Okay, so we're going to answer some sample problems. If you want a copy of the PowerPoint, go to your Moodle and you will find a copy of the PowerPoint. Okay? Okay. So for our first problem, if a 25-pound child is to receive 4 milligrams of phenytoin per kilogram body weight daily as an anticonvulsant, how many milliliters of pediatric phenytoin suspension containing 30 milligrams per 5 milliliters should the child receive? Okay? So, ang una mong i-take note ay yung weight ng bata. 25 pounds. Ang sunod ay dose ng bata. Kita mo, 4 milligrams per kilogram. Now, since ang weight ng bata ay naka-pounds, hindi mo siya kaya pa. Nakita ko na sa nag-echo. Nakita ko na kung sa nag-echo. Okay. Okay. Since ang weight ng bata ay naka-pounds, hindi mo siya pwedeng directly i-convert. Or, kailangan mo munang gawing kilograms yung pounds. So that is 25 pounds. 1 pound is 2.454 grams. Napasaya ako. So 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram. Pounds, pounds, grams, grams. Ang lalabas dyan, wala akong calcu. $25 times 454 grams divided by 1,000. So, ang bata ay 11.35 kilograms. Okay. Ayan, pwede mo na siya i-multiply doon sa dosing. So, 11.35 kilograms times the dose, which is 4 milligrams per kilogram. Multiply mo na. Ooh. So that is 45.4 milligrams. So this is the dose of the child. Now, may sunod pang nakasulat, how many milliliters of pediatric phenytoin solution containing 30 milligrams per 5 ml should the child receive? So yung strength ng solution is 30 milligrams per 5 ml. Ang tanong, how many milliliters should be given? So madali lang yan. Multiply the dose times the strength, you will get the volume. So 5.4 milligrams times 30 milligrams per 5 ml. Kakancel siya. Lalabas dyan ay 7.56 ml. Oh, 12 nang nanonood. Questions. Kung meron kayong tanong, ilagay nyo sa comment box. Please like and subscribe. And then joke lang. Okay? Meron kaya? Wala. Akala ko kita yung subscribe. Okay. Next problem. Okay, next problem. So, if the pediatric dose of dactinomycin is 15 micrograms per kilograms per day for 5 days, how many micrograms should be administered to a 40-pound child over the course of the treatment? So, let's have the patient parameters first. How heavy is the child? The child is 40 pounds. So, yan ang kanyang weight. Ang dosing niya is 15 microgram per kilogram per day. Sa isang araw, meron siyang 15 micrograms. Okay, so let's deal with pounds first. Let us convert pounds to kilograms first. So 40 pounds times 2.2 pounds is 1 kilogram. Ilang kilogram na isang bata? Kumuha na ako ng calcio. Okay, 40 pounds divided by 2.2 pounds equals 18.18 kilograms. Now, multiply the weight, 18.18. Hindi ko alam kung anong eraser tool. Wait lang. Okay. So 18.18 kilograms times sa isang kilogram, 15 micrograms ang ibibigay. Cancel the kilograms out. We'll have 272.72 milligrams per day. Okay? Sa isang araw, 272.72 milligrams ang ibibigay. Now, since it is a treatment course for 5 days, kita niya yun, 5 days yan. Multiply nyo lang siya by 5 days. So, magka-cancel out din po yung days. And you will have a total dosing of 1,363.64 milligrams. So, this is the amount of dactinomycin to be given over 5 days. Kasi ang tinatanong ay total amount of drug. Pareho lang yan. Okay lang yan. Within marginal error lang yan. Any questions for this problem? Okay, please take note that ang hinihingi sa inyo for this problem is over the course of treatment. Hindi pala siya milligrams, siya pala ay micrograms. Ang hinihingi po sa inyo for this problem is total amount of drug. Meron po bang tanong? Okay, let's move on to the next problem. So, a patient weighing 120 pounds was administered 2.1 grams of a drug, supposed to be dosed at 30 milligram per kilogram. Was the dose administered correct, or was it an overdose or underdose? Okay, so in this type of problem, you are asked to check the dose of the patient. So, ang final answer nyo should be, is the dose correct or is the dose incorrect? If the dose is incorrect, kailangan nyo indicate ano ba yung tamang dose. Okay? As always, hindi nila papadali ng buhay nyo. Laging naka-pounds ang weight ng patient. So, i-convert muna natin siya. 120 pounds. 2.2 pounds is 1 kilogram. You will have 54.54 kilograms. Okay. Okay, so meron tayong weight ng patient. Okay, so the best thing to do in this type of problem is to first correctly compute the dose. So, alamin mo muna ano ba yung tama para masabi mo kung mali ang kabila or hindi. So, 54.5 kilograms multiplied by the dose, which is 30 milligram per kilogram. 30 milligram per kilogram. May point yun, ha? So, 54.5 times 30. That is 1,635 milligrams. However, the dose administered was in grams. So, convert natin ito into grams. 1,000 milligrams is 1 gram. Gram, ha? Hindi kilogram. Okay? So, the answer is 1.635 milligram. Now, if you compare the two doses, so this is the correct dose. If you compare this correct dose with the original dose, which is 2.1 grams, anong masasabi nyo? The first dose was overdose. Okay, since 1.635 grams, 1.635 grams is less than 2.1 grams. It is an overdose. Questions, mga kaibigan? Lalagay na lang ang timestamps para doon sa mga late dumating mamaya. Okay, so if you have no questions, let's move to the next problem. Okay, a physician desires a dose of 40 micrograms per kilogram of digoxin for an 8-pound newborn child. How many milliliters of an injection containing 0.25 milligrams of digoxin per milliliter should be given? Okay, so in this time, ang ating gamot ay naka-solution ulit. So, meron siyang strength. Okay? So, first again, ang una nyong gawin para madali, lagi nyo convert muna ang weight into something usable. So, the weight is 3.63 kilograms. Now, get the dose of the patient. So to get the correct dose, we have to multiply the weight by the dose, 3.63 kilograms, multiplied by the dose, which is 40 micrograms per kilogram. So, gano'ng kadaming kailangan ng bata? So we have 145.45 micrograms. Okay, so this is the dose of the child. Now, what is being asked is how many milliliters of the injection should be given. So, to get how many milliliters, kailangan nyo yung strength ng solution.
So we have 0.25 milligrams of digoxin per milliliter. So that is 0.25 milligram of digoxin per milliliter. Okay, now class, if you check the units, so you could, possible error you could encounter is hindi nyo napansin yung micrograms at saka milligrams. Since they are not the same unit, kailangan nyo muna i-convert sila sa same unit para mag-cancel out. Okay, so let us convert this milligram per ml into microgram per ml. So 0.25 milligram per ml times 1 milligram is 1000 microgram. Cancel out. 0.25 times 1000. You have 250 micrograms per ml. So this is the usable strength you can use in your calculations. So multiply the dose times the strength, 145.45 microgram times 250 micrograms na per ml. You will have a little less than 1 ml. 145.45 divided by 250, 0.5818 ml. So this is the amount of digoxin solution to be administered. So is it feasible na less than 1 ml ang ibigay as injection? Yes, we actually have syringes that are for 1 ml and less. So this is very much feasible to be administered. Okay, questions. So medyo delikado tong ginawa natin kasi pwede nyo makaligtaan yung micrograms. Okay, kung hindi man kayo nag-convert nung milligrams to micrograms, it could have been a very little amount of ml. Okay, next problem. So this one is very straightforward. You just have to know what Clark's rule. So the adult dose for 300 for a drug is 350 milligrams per dose. If a child weighs 95 pounds is to be dosed, what will be the child's dose if Clark's rule is to be used? Okay, so Clark's rule relies on the patient's weight, particularly it is the patient's weight in pounds. So Clark's rule is the weight of the patient in pounds over weight over 150 pounds. Oh no. Okay lang. Over 150. So what is the weight of the patient in pounds? it is 95 pounds over 150. Then multiply it by the adult dose, which is 350 milligrams. The 2 pounds will cancel out, giving you a ratio 95 divided by 150 times 350. We will have an answer of 221.67 pounds. Mali. Milligrams. That is the last question for Posology. Okay? Class, meron kayong libro, gamitin nyo. Yung mga tanong na yan ay galing libro. Sinasagutan ko lang para makita nyo kung paano gawin. Okay. So let's move on to the next topic, which is IV fluids. Okay. So next, if a physician orders 5 units of insulin to be added to a 1 liter intravenous solution of D5 water to be administered over 8 hours, how many drops per minute should be administered using an IV set that delivers 15 drops per ml? And how many units of insulin would be administered in each 30-minute period? Okay, so tingnan nyo muna kung anong hinahanap. So for question number 1 or question letter A, how many drops per minute? So you are being asked the rate of infusion. Okay, so let us give the formula again. Drops per minute equals total volume. Let's use ml instead para madali. Total volume ml over time in minutes. Let's use minutes para madali na. Then we will be using our DF or our drop factor. Our drop factor is always given. It is varying per manufacturer, but for in this case, the drop factor is 50 drops per milliliter. Okay, so let us substitute for the problem. Drops per minute equals volume in ml. So that is a 1 liter solution. That is 1,000 ml. Hindi ko na po ipapakita yung computation na. Then over 8 hours. But we need minutes. So 8 hours times 1 hour is 60 minutes. Computing ko na para hindi matagal. 1,000. So this is 1,000 ml over 480 minutes. Kinonvert ko na to Huwag nyo nang tingnan na rin. Okay. Times the drop factor. The drop factor is 15 drops per ml. So magka-cancel po ang ml and you will have a drop rate of 1,000 divided by 480 times 15. So you have a drip factor or a drop rate of 31.25 drops per minute. So this is the answer to number 1. Okay, so this is the answer to letter A. Let's now compute for the answer for letter B. So the question for letter B is how many units of insulin would be administered in each 30-minute period? Okay? So, how many insulin ba talaga? Gano'ng kadami yung dinagdag? So, we actually have 5 units over 8 hours. So, for a total of 8 hours, we will be giving 5 units of insulin. Okay? Now, how many units of insulin would be administered in each 30-minute period? Let's, may ilang 30 minutes ba sa 8 hours? So, 8 times 2. So, 5 units over 16, 30 minutes. 16 na hati ng time na 30 minutes. So, 16 and a half hours. 15 divided by 16. 5 divided by 16 pala. 5 divided by 16. So, effectively, the patient will be given 0.3125 milligrams. Milligrams. Units pala. Units of insulin per 30 minutes. Okay? Mas madali yan kung per minute lang. Pero, well, in per 30 minutes ang gusto niya. And our last question for tonight. Okay, so the last question is another IV infusion problem. A physician orders a 2-gram vial of a drug to be added to a 500 ml of D5 water. If the administration rate is 125 ml per hour, how many milligrams of the drug will a patient receive per minute? Okay, so maigi to. Ang una nyong gawin is kumuha muna kayo ng concentration. So 2 grams of drug was added to what? It was added to a 500 ml solution. Okay? So what is the concentration of that solution? That is 2 divided by 500. That is 4.4 times 10 raised to the negative 3 grams over ml. To make it more convenient, I will make it into milligrams since yun din naman ang kailangan sa dulo. Milligrams din naman. Ko-convert ko na siya to milligrams. 1 gram is 1,000 milligram. So how many milligrams that is? 4 milligrams per ml. So that is the effective concentration. Now, if the administration rate is 125 ml per hour, how much of the drug will the patient receive per minute? So para makuha yung milligrams per minute, kailangan nyo lang i-convert itong value na ito. So 125 milliliters, i-multiply nyo sa ating strength or ating concentration. The strength is 4 milligrams per ml. Magka-cancel out yung 2 ml. You will be left with 125 times 4. So you have a dosing of 500 milligrams per hour. Okay, ngayon, is this a final answer? No, because what is needed is the amount of drug per minute. So simply convert hours into minutes. 1 hour is 60 minutes. Very straightforward. Magkakancel ang hours. 500 divided by 60. You have a rate of 8.5 0.33 milligrams per minute. So this is the amount of drug that enters the body per minute. Questions? Okay, so this will be the end of our of you watching me answer the problems. If you have any more questions, you can ask them tomorrow before we start our exam. Also, make sure you practice solving using your book. It's given. Maraming tanong po doon, you can use the book as your practice. Nandun naman po yung sagot, so it wouldn't be that much of a problem. Okay? So with that, I bid you